going to be controversial for some people. They say, what? No, I only buy the finest brands for my kids. Been there. Frankly, on the receiving end of it, never liked it as much as, or particularly more than just regular stuff. Appreciated it. Was grateful that I could have that, but didn't think it made any sense to shell out those kind of beans for something just because it had a name brand. And I think that to do that for kids is 1,000 times worse. I mean that. If you're marketing and you're marketing name brand products, high-end fashion or electronics or whatever it is, to children, try another demographic. Why do I say that? And again, I realize it's popular and it's a big way for companies to make revenue, whatever. And I, as a marketer of all people, should be pro that sort of marketing. Well, I'm not. And I'll tell you why. Because it creates a culture of materialism in people starting at an extremely, extremely young age. And it is, frankly, highly inappropriate. People talk about indoctrination of whatever. That right there is indoctrination. I'm all for capitalism, whatever. It's the worst system, except all the other ones compared to it, that we have. Right, so, yay. Yay for the worst system that's just slightly better than all the other ones. But, at the same time, if you want kids to be kids, then you don't do that by creating a culture of materialism that runs so deep, right, that little children care about what name brand is on the device they've been given. Doesn't matter if it's a computer or an article of clothing, shoes, glasses, bags, cups they drink from, whatever. Branding, name brand stuff, luxury name brand stuff is a terrible, terrible culture for kids to be subjected to and to be treated to as if it's normal. The ones who get it constantly by their parents who can A, afford it, or even not, but survive with them anyway, and B, just treat it as if it's nothing, they end up to be the spoiled ones. Now, I'm not saying you should never buy something that has a name brand on it, just because it happens to be for your kids. I'm just saying the culture of buying things all the time that's name brand for kids is ridiculous. It leads to bad spending habits, poor financial management. It leads to poverty in many cases, or it leads to maintaining the cycle of poverty, and it's generally not good for the consumer. Why? Because the products aren't necessarily better at all than the generic versions. In fact, many times the name brand ones are worse than the generic products. First of all, because they're so much more expensive that you can literally buy two for the price of one with the no-name brand, the generics. And second of all, because very often the actual quality itself of quote-unquote name brand products is garbage. Right? They make it in garbage work situations. There's no shortage of videos of factories making, supposedly high-end luxury sunglasses or whatever, and all they do is slap a different logo on it, and it's one product versus another, and they charge X for this and 2X for this and 3X for that, and very often the generic ones are the better lenses or the better sunglasses that they're making in that factory. But they're selling the more expensive ones with the name brand logo because it has the name brand logo. Anyway, that's my little tirade for today. Don't develop a culture of materialism in young children. It's a terrible thing. Let them grow into it naturally in a healthy way. It's capitalism. That's that. Happy marketing.